I didn't open this in incognito mode, and now Google's going to think that I am cancer.
Yep. Open your books to chapter 5, and we will take it from there. Rory.
Yeah?
Is it my turn to read, or is it Impoc's turn to read?
Oh, no!
Well, we've both done 2 chapters ourselves, so
I'd say that
unless
this is
unless he would rather not want to, it would be
Yes.
his turn.
Yes, this is...
No, I mean, sure, fine. We'll get right into it. There's a particular line on the screen that I'm seeing, after paragraph 2, which comes after 2 sentence fragments. And I gotta say, I don't think I was ready for this. I don't think I have the willpower.
Oh, just do it. Do it, you fucking
yeah.
pussy!
It was at the end of the day at school, and it was time that Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, fuck commas, got back on the bus at the bus stop to board it all the way home from school. This is a no commas fanfiction, isn't it?
No, you bet.
There's commas.
Oh, my
There's a
lung
few commas in
capacity!
there.
We are on the bus. Oh, it's just... We're on the bus now, said Tails. No more classes! Tails was happy but sad because he is smart. Sonic and Tails sat down together, and Knuckles sat right in the middle of the aisle, which he usually did not do, but sometimes did when not everyone was on the bus. It looked like Espio and Rouge were not on the bus because they were too busy getting ready to go sex tonight now that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Knuckles laid across the aisle even more stretched out than when he had just sat across two seats because now the limits were the Alpha and the Omega.
What the fuck are you even on
mean?
about? What the hell?
What did you sign me up
Very
for,
deep.
Chungo? How can we help Espio? Said Sonic to Tails. Tails responded, I don't know, and thought about it on the bus. The bus drove bumpy on the bumpful roads all the way home, and then they all got out at the bus stop that they normally got in the bus at, just like always. Sonic ran out of the bus, and then Tails and Knuckles in order. Time to go home, said Tails. We're almost there. And they walked the rest of the way to home. Fuck off with that fragment. When they got home, it was dinner time, and Sonic was at a different home from Tails and Knuckles because they were all in different families, so they did not live together. And Sonic's mom made a dinner. Just the one. Sonic's mom made Chinese food, and Sonic ate it. At the end, there was a fortune cookie, and Sonic broke it open and ate the cookie part and kept the paper that was inside that held a magical fortune on it. Sonic looked at the fortune and read it to himself inside of his head. The path to glory begins at the base of your friend's penis, said Sonic inside of his head, reading the fortune cookie paper, and he knew it was a good sign for what was about to happen tonight when Espio and Rouge went to sex. Then the phone ringed. Sonic ran to the phone and picked it up and said, hello, into it. It was Tails. I have an idea, said Tails on the phone to Sonic, who was listening but not speaking. I can give Espio my invisibility hat for the science competition, and he can use it to do sex for Rouge. Sonic smiled so wide like the King of Fire, finding out he burned down New York City with only his fire powers. Sonic and Tails went to Espio's house later, which was not too easy to walk to normally for most people, but Sonic is super duper fast, so he ran there and helped Tails to get there too. Seeing as Tails is not as fast as Sonic, they knocked on the house and Espio came out of the door. Here's my hat of invisibility that you can use tonight with... What is this sentence? Here's my invisibility hat that you can use with Rouge tonight to make sex in. It is impossible to see and impossible to hear you when you are wearing the hat or when the someone who is wearing the hat wants you to be impossible to see and impossible to hear. I'm gonna pass out reading some of these lines. Screamed Tails, whose voice was a little hoarse. Oh fuck, I did that wrong. I should have done that a little more gravelly.
Don't worry, you can fix it later. Go on.
It was a little hoarse from ordering food with the lunch lady whose hearing was lost in an earthquake in her childhood.
That's
Tails.
the deepest fucking lore.
The lunch lady, she was my favorite character. Now I know why she's deaf. Tails had to say the things he wanted so loud that she would still say, "What?" And Tails wondered why she even had ears if she wasn't gonna use them.
Fuck!
In other news, Tails hates paralyzed people
Oh my
and
god.
puppies.
The handicap.
SBO grabbed the invisibility hat from Tails' hands, and I don't know who SBO is in Sonic or what he sounds like.
Okay, so SBO, I'll give you a picture of SBO. Hold on.
All right, because I'm gonna.
Like
he's Gollum now.
Shit.
Yeah,
No, he's Gollum now.
No,
He's idea of what this guy sounds like.
Okay, good.
I think I have a theory. All right. Cool. Thanks. And kept going. So Sonic and Tails left and wished him what?
That's too strong. But go on, do it. Fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just we're good.
How's that too strong?
It's a little powerful, okay?
Do you want something less powerful for him?
No, it's good. Just do it. It's fine.
All right.
Listen, it's just
Sonic.
It's just like when the King of Fire found out that he burned down New York City with all his fire powers. Okay.
Overjoyed.
Go on.
Fuck.
Go on.
Kept going, so Sonic and Tails left and wished him luck from far away at their own homes. Back at home, Sonic thought that it would be good to have SBO would get sex into Rouge, and then he could explain it to Sonic, and Sonic would know how to find Amy's sex spots even better, because otherwise he would have to read about it online, because he knew about the kissing, which wasn't really sex, but it was probably the same thing, kind of the same thing, and Sonic would just read about it online before talking about it anyway, and he would know the right words for the things then. Oh my.
Stream of consciousness at its best.
Where are commas?
Holy shit,
Sonic
dude.
sat on his chair that was in front of his Sonic computer and opened up Sonic Instant Messenger and messaged Amy, who was doing the same thing, but at her home, and said, "Hey, Amy, want to finally become true boyfriend and girlfriend by reaching sex this weekend?" Sonic waited at his computer a long time, and it seemed like Amy was not there because she did not respond to anything. Sonic played games online and beat all the final bosses because he was like an alien sent to Earth to destroy records set by others. Then Amy finally responded. What Amy said was, "No way." Sonic was so shocked, his brain must have felt like a total idiot.
Okay, so fucking.
Cliffhanger.
Okay,
I just
so-
realized this chapter's title is Preparations.
Oh yeah, the next chapter is SBO and Rouge, but I want to say that, premarital sex, whatever. However, pre-true boyfriend and girlfriend sex,
Now that's taboo.
that's haram. It's not kosher. Can't do it. That's whack.
I don't know if I'm gonna survive this just due to the
Rory.
sheer lack of commas.
I'm afraid that if you've had sex before true boyfriend and girlfriend, we can't be friends anymore.
Chungo, I have a
okay.
confession to make.
I'll
Better
I'll
not.
keep that in mind.
Keep it to yourself if you've had sex with a woman before you were true boyfriend
You see-
and girlfriend.
Chungo, I put the sex into her sex spots before we were true boyfriend and girlfriend. I know you thought you knew me, but I am fallible. I am weak. I am mortal after all.
It could be worse. He could have fucked somebody else within like 3 years. That'd be even worse, wouldn't it, Chungo?
Like
You see-
360 people
Yeah,
story
like
doesn't
400
end here.
people.
over the course of 1,400,000 words.
This is 1,400,000 words.
No, this one's 36,000 words.
I don't know. What he's
Okay.
talking about is the second longest literary work known to man.
Which is Sonic's Ultimate Harem.
Ultimate Harem.
Okay, I get to read this chapter because this one.
Yeah, read it.
SBO walked to Rouge.
I'm
Yeah,
afraid. I'm afraid.
you should be. SBO walked to Rouge's house
to
because
Rouge's
it was
house.
time for their date together, and all SBO could think about was that they're about to make sex for the first time. SBO looked at the computer and read about what to do, what the right words were so he would know how it works and how to say it right so no one would make fun of him. It was Rouge's house he was at now, and it was in front of him. SBO knocked Rouge's house door. "I hope she is home," said SBO, and she was. She opened the door just then. Fuck, you did. "Hello.
Oh.
I'm home, said Rouge.
You don't have to do that voice. You can do whatever voice you want.
Nah, you got it. It was good. It was good. Rouge is Taldarg. Taldarg is Rouge.
Okay, keep going.
Said Rouge.
Why is she Dr. Claw?
Don't worry about it. Said Rouge, looking always sexy in her tiny baby bra with big cool boobs. This ran like a clickhole article. Espio thought she looked like the hottest woman in the world, and he could see from here. Where are you taking me on your date tonight? Whispered Rouge in a sex-filled voice. Espio had thought this one over on the way over so that he could say it right the first time and get her to do what he wanted. That's sex. Well, said Espio, let me just put on this science hat and we will begin sex. Rouge looked shocked, but she probably was excited too. Espio could tell they both had an erection. They both did.
Had an erection. It's not an erection, Chungo. It's a erection.
An erection.
Yeah, clearly different. Legally
That's a
distinct.
nipple erection, clearly. I can't believe you don't know these sex words, Chung. Oh, God.
Said Rouge in a shocked way. Right here. Well, I'm gonna throw up in my fucking mouth. Give me a second.
Dude, I'm fucking lost on the we will begin sex thing.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get
You
a
still,
water.
my mind is still back there.
Espio said, yes, this hat was made by Tails specifically for our date. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear while I am wearing it. Espio did a cool face at her because being smart can be cool too, as long as you're not a nerd ass.
Words of wisdom.
Rouge said, okay, let's go inside. And gently grabbed Espio's hand, but he pulled it back, and she fell, causing him to fall, and they both together fell onto the grass, where they rolled around in it until they were about in the middle of Rouge's house's front lawn. There was plenty of room around them for activities.
For activities.
No, said Espio. I want to make sex in you right here. And Espio put on the invisibility hat.
Invisibility hat.
So nobody could see or hear them, and a whole new world of possibilities were optioned to them so they could do sex in whatever way they wanted. And it was time to start sex right now. Espio.
Chungo, I need you to dial back about 5 words and just in the really deep, gruff, yelling, super wrestler voice you need to go. It was time to start sex.
It was time to start sex right now. Espio revealed his penis to Rouge, who looked at it. Rouge said, "Cool," and took out her vagina. Espio's penis was really big from looking at Rouge, like when he was in church, and it's just so boring, but you just get a boner anyway. Rouge's vagina looked like a surprised ghost. That's the line. That's the one. Espio's penis approached Rouge like a plane flying down at the airport. But instead of being full of businessmen, it was full of Espio's creamy Italian salad dressing. My jumbo jet flies cheerfully. Here it comes! Cried Espio, ramming his Moab Avenger into Rouge's vagina spot.
Mob Avenger. That's good. That's strong.
That's potent. Rouge screams.
In my professional opinion, that's really strong.
You're gonna borrow that one for Stephen King's next book that you write?
Yes, I fucking am. I am, and I will.
Rouge screamed sex noises, and Espio messed around with her boobs and face like she was the X-Men arcade game. Espio slapped his big, awesome penis from side to side in her vagina like a hot dog windshield wiper, and Rouge was ripping grass from the lawn. SBO then used his tail to flip her over. He can do this. And put his penis into her butt. He then moved his penis in circles in her butt like he was building a golf course and digging out the back nine.
Fuck.
Rouge was flapping her bat wings like an idiot and not flying because SBO was holding onto her ass cheeks and pressing into them with his fingers and leaving marks that looked like it said, wow, combined on the spot where her butthole is. No!
This is...
And that is what she felt because SBO seemed to be a sex professional.
Professional.
SBO used
I'll
to...
have you do. I'm something of a sex professional myself.
Thanks. Impoc Defoe.
You want Willem Dafoe. Get out.
Out, SBO. SBO used...
Yeah, now. I'm something of a sex professional myself.
Thanks. SBO used his tail again to flip her over and did all-star sex things, like using his penis like a rolling pin on her face and plugging his penis into her belly button to see how far it would go, and making a balls hurricane by swirling his balls and her balls. What? I just accidentally paced up. I gripped my keyboard like in disbelief. And I went back to the Google homepage. Holy shit, I need to wipe the spit from my mouth. Fucking holy shit.
A balls hurricane.
My lungs out. I couldn't breathe.
A balls hurricane with swirling his balls and her balls. Finally,
What?
Finally, they both got so sexy that SBO's penis ejaculated and semen came out of it and landed on Rouge, who was lying there on the lawn, but nobody could see them, so it was okay. At that part, SBO screamed, "It's semen time!" And Rouge shouted, "Generation in me." SBO ejaculated semen into her vagina, and that was what happened. Now that they were done doing sex, they put their penis and vagina and balls away, and SBO took off the invisibility hat. And it was like nothing ever happened, but they both know it did because they were there for it. Bye-bye, as said SBO, and SBO walked off her property and away to his house and did the rest of the things until school happened the next day. Wow!
What the fuck?
That gave me
Who wrote this?
That gave me the vapors.
Why?
I'm sweating here.
Oh,
I'm
God.
terrified.
So, Rory, you
Right.
said that, the build-up and the implication of sex is really the only good way to, have sex in any sort of literary art. Has this changed your opinion in any way?
Well, it has shown me that there are certain instances where if you use particularly creative language, you can get away with having gratuitous, stupid, non-Euclidean sex with inconsistent everything, because it's really metaphorical, since it's more of an emotional act. It registers on an emotional consciousness, what you're feeling right now. Yeah, that's what.
I gotta say, I could feel it myself when he screamed out.
Yeah, you feel
It's semen time!
The power.
It's like, the fuck, I'm just reminded of fucking... Here comes the stapler!
Here comes the stapler! It's semen!
Hi-ya!
It's semen time! The one that got me, the one that made me fucking cry the first time I heard this was fucking her vagina looked like a scared ghost. That fucking shit killed me. Oh my god. Oh.
I don't know, I like the parentheses, he can do this. As if it is to quell the disbelief that exists in our minds. I mean, we are witnessing such literary perfection that it is safe to say, we might be hung up on whether or not SBO can or cannot flip her over like a baconator with his tail, rather. I'm still stuck on the part about her taking out her vagina and also her balls, but that's just me.
This is why Dark Doom Firemaster really is a literary genius, because you only said like a baconator. He would have gone on for like a paragraph, like a baconator on a Wendy's day on summer, on a Sunday
With no
summer,
paragraphs.
with no,
Or sorry, no commas.
I thought you were gonna say
No commas.
with no parents, and I was gonna say yeah, with no parents.
Probably, because they died in the earthquake.
All right, Irory, it's your turn.
Yeah. All right. Chapter 7.
There is 25 chapters of this.
Oh yeah.
Teenage women. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be like 5. Wouldn't say 5. Maybe like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Chapters per act. But whatever. This is chapter 7. Teenage women. We had front sex, whispered SBO at the people at his lunch table. SBO was in school in the lunchroom. There was also Tails and Knuckles and Charmy B and Vector too. I ejaculated from my penis into her body. I bet you haven't done that. They had not done that. Wow, cool! You are the coolest after Sonic, said Tails, who was right there, so he didn't have to shout. It was good not to shout because this was supposed to be a secret. Tails did not hear the whole school talking about SBO's penis and balls, like with Sonic in Chapter 1, but in a different way, sex.
Sex. That's like the fucking clickhole joke where it's like, I always will remember the day when I understood the joke of Bart Simpson. Rude.
Yeah, speaking of Sonic, where is that gay bag? Said Vector, who was the captain of the school's football team. Vector was good at this because he was big and strong and had sharp teeth under his mouth. Just kidding, said Vector's. Sonic is cool. I don't know, said Tails to Vector. Where Sonic was somewhere else, trying to find Amy, who was not at lunch. Sonic was knocking on Amy's door at her house. Are you home? Said Sonic. Are you home? It was like Amy was not home because she was not opening the door. Sonic was worried about Amy because she was his only girlfriend, even if she denied his sex offer. So he ran into the door and barged it down like it was made of nothing.
So strong.
Sonic was now at Amy's house. Amy's house was really pink because that was Amy's color. Sonic looked around Amy's house for Amy, but Sonic could not find anyone. Sonic finally went to Amy's bedroom and opened the door up. What Sonic saw next he did not expect. Amy was there, tied up on her bed, with a thing in her mouth so she couldn't talk. Sonic did a scream and ran over to Amy, who was looking at his with tears in her eyes. She looked sad and starved like African kids.
Oh my god!
Sonic united Amy, and she sat up and cried into Sonic's arms. It was awful, said Amy. He came into my room in the evening and tied me up on his bed, messed up the things in my room. Amy was right. Her room looked messy. So get a maid, said Sonic.
Holy shit, why is he such a savage to Amy? You missed it, Impuck, but
He has no filter.
But earlier, Impuck, Amy was like they were trying to guess a password that Eggman set up, and she was like, maybe it's his name.
Shit.
And he's like, and Sonic just thinks to himself, I love her for her body. and then there's another one. He's like, I knew then that Amy's superpower must be being nice, because it definitely wasn't being smart. Jesus Christ, Sonic. Based?
I got my eye working again. I can do this.
Very good. Very good.
Where the fuck was I?
So get a maid.
Awful. So get a maid, yeah. So get a maid, said Sonic, always thinking about a solution to problems. Who tied you up? Who was it? Be calm, Amy. Calm down and talk to me. Sonic patted Amy on the back to help her. It was a shadow. Shadow. I saw him outside his house next door with a machine gun and a sword, going in his house to kill his mom, and he saw me. When he knew I saw him, so he tied me up like a brigand. Amy said all of this like a brigand. Sonic was shocked that Amy said this to him. He remembered now that in other part when Shadow said he was going to kill his mom, but no one thought about it more than once because Shadow was always a bad guy. What they didn't realize was that Shadow was serious. Okay, was it him who also said that you would not have sex with me on Sonic Messenger? Said Sonic to Amy.
Just gotta make sure.
Yes, I did not talk to you then, spoke Amy back to Sonic. So how do you really feel about it? Asked Sonic, whose brain was now humming with sex ideas.
Shit,
I don't know.
I just read that as fucking Arthur Morgan.
Shit, I don't know.
Shit, I don't know, Dutch.
Said Amy, still all worked up. Give me a day. Right now, let's get things right. So Sonic and Amy went back to school, where everyone else was besides them. Sonic and Amy saw SBO walking around between a lot of other people. Hey, there you are, said Sonic.
So there is
said SBO to Sonic and Amy.
They don't go to Shadow's house, which is next door, to see if he actually killed his mom, or maybe even stop him. They just go to school.
They have school to go to. It's not their fucking problem. It's Shadow's problem.
It's Shadow's mom's problem.
Yeah. Well, if she can't survive Shadow coming after her, she doesn't deserve to live anyway.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, go on.
Survival of the fittest, Chungo!
Survival of the angstest.
Said SBO to Sonic and Amy. I had sex with Rouge last night. Do not tell everyone, said SBO. Oh, that's right. You did. I almost forgot, said Sonic. You that, Amy? And Amy was like, yup. You gotta tell me all about it later, so I know what to do to Amy, said Sonic, and then turned around. Sonic heard a sound coming from down the hallway where someone was coming. It was a really fat guy that looked so huge to him. The fat guy got closer and closer until they could see who it was, and it was Rouge. Wow, you're so fat now, said SBO. What's that about? Rouge looked mad and surprised at SBO. Well, you got me pregnant, said Rouge. Oh my god, thought Sonic to himself without saying it with voice. She is pregnancy fat. This means she will have a baby. Amy was smiling for real to Rouge. That's so nice. I hope you have a great baby, said Amy. Sonic tried to be a good boyfriend and said, hope your baby is cool, and smiled. SBO looked more worried than everybody else. So I'm gonna be your baby's dad, said SBO. Worried and excited both. Better believe it, fag boy, said a voice that sounded just like Shadow's.
All right, so in the course of 12 hours, she's now in her third trimester, okay?
Yeah.
She's in the fourth.
All right.
No, she's in the fourth trimester.
All right. Noted. She's about to deliver in less than 24 hours. Man, she's an overachiever.
She's pregnant with the god hand.
It's your turn, It's your turn.
I have to run upstairs real fast, get some water. Also, my Wendy's got here. I'm gonna need some chocolate to recover from this one. I'll be right back.
Yeah, right. We'll give Impox some time.
Sorry, gentlemen.
Don't worry. Rory I will dissect this, and then we'll take a short break. So, Rory, what do you think of the last chapter and the story so far?
I would have to say that the last chapter, it definitely illustrates that the wider scope villain may be Eggman, but the more immediate antagonist is clearly Shadow, who has no respect for people's agency or rights or authority. And it seems that the likely place we'll be going is that he may slam dunk Rouge like a garbage.
This is
a garbage bag.
This is going to be an adventure for the soul.
A recycling bin.
Yeah.
Shadow.
At the height of his evil. That's my prediction for this text. I think familiarity with the grunge fuck fan fiction genre.
Grunge fuck. That's a great genre name. When is Stephen King writing his first grunge fuck? By, of course, Stephen King. The problem, I was.
I
Really
wouldn't happen
hoping-
to know when he would happen to come out with that such a book. And if he did, it'd
fucking
probably
minute.
be into Detroit.
My evening is ruined. I ordered a Frosty. There was no Frosty. Fuck.
Oh, well, I guess you're
All
going
right.
to hell. There's no rest.
Someone-
You want to know
Someone
a fun
is
little,
going to die. My Frosty isn't here.
Hey,
I
you,
am
you,
not
you want
happy.
to know a fun little anecdote from somebody working Wendy's? Not me, but somebody I know.
Sure.
They store Frosties in these giant fucking little tubs, like the kind of tub you might fucking put like paint water in, and they
Nice.
store them and then they freeze them and reheat them at will. It's just like a weird fucking slurry slush that they just add. It's super gross. Everything's super gross.
That's what I expect from fast food.
But Frosties taste so yum yum.
I was gonna say, now hear me out. I understand that a chicken McNugget is about 80% testicle fat, but it's delicious. Well,
I'm gonna go
now that my evening is ruined, let's dive in deeper.
I've drank an entire
Shadow! Sonic shouted. It was Shadow there. Surprised to see me, said Shadow. Know what you did to your... Oh, wrong... Fucking...
We know what you did to your mother.
Screamed Amy like a crazy man.
Thanks.
It was...
Shadow cut her off and did not let her finish saying the sentence. You didn't see anything. I'm Shadow and I know how to commit crimes. you think I have not killed a person before? I have. Shadow crossed his arms and sneered at Amy, looking at her.
But I saw you.
Such a good one.
And Amy said, You saw nothing. I stopped you. Shadow said.
It doesn't matter. You were on your way inside your house to kill your mom.
Said Amy. Amy shook around because she was all nervous, and her smaller than Rouge's but still good boobs wiggled a little, and Sonic thought it was cool to see, and he wanted to support her. I did not kill my mom. I was going into my house to protect her from Dr. Eggman, Shadow said.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Said Sonic and Espio went to class because it started and they are still in the high school hallway.
Shadow,
He
is
was
that
trying
a
to
Shadow?
ship
Is that a
my-
gun? Are you crazy?
I'm gonna start making some.
Start making some rules.
No more hugs, Sonic. Make me a sandwich.
No.
No.
Go on. Go on.
I don't know if I do.
You're not my creator.
He was trying to ship my Ultra Chaos Emerald shards to space so he could collect them in his X space station. In space, said Shadow to Amy in an explaining way.
We gotta do something about him. I understand that you had a reason to tie me up, but do not kill your mother.
Responded Amy. I was only kidding because the other guys were all being too important about themselves, and I do not think that is a good quality for high school students to be. High school students should be nice and caring and not talk about themselves like they are the best, because that will only make us all assholes, which isn't what we should be trying to be. Shadow said to Amy, and she understood that he was a good guy and had a reason for tying her up on a bed, even if he had bad times when he was dark and did crimes in the cityscape.
What?
They both went to class in different directions, so the conversation ended.
Why did he tie her up?
Later,
He was just going to
after
go
school.
protect his mom.
Later, after school, Sonic went on Sonic Messenger and talked to Espio.
Hey, Espio, how are you? Do you know what you're gonna do about being Rouge's baby?
He said into the computer.
Listen, Sonic, this is hard for us to say.
Said Espio into the computer, which went across the internet to Sonic.
I want Rouge to get a bush.
Sonic was upset because Rouge's baby would not survive it. In fact, Rouge's baby would die.
There has to be another way, SPO, said Sonic in Sonic Messenger. But if you really want to do it, that's okay too, because it is your decision. Good, because I want you to help me. I am going to Rouge tomorrow at school and slip her the abortion pill in one of her meals. You will help me by distracting her from me,
said SBO then.
Holy shit.
Okay, see you then,
said Sonic. The next day happened and Sonic was at lunch.
I won the science competition, but you didn't come, Sonic,
said Tails in a sad, mad way.
I wanted you to come because I'm such a good friend to you, but you did not, but I won anyway without you.
Tails was mad at Sonic, which did not usually happen because they were the best friends. The best friends.
Well, Tails, sorry. I was so busy I did not know,
said Sonic, trying to make Tails happy again.
Kiss my ass, Dick!
Screamed Tails to Sonic and flew out of the room with his flying tails.
This is awful, said Sonic. He is my best friend.
Sonic knew this was a big problem, but changed his mind to thinking about Rouge and Espio, and then went over to where Rouge was going to get the abortion pill from Espio. Vector was there too, which was weird because he usually was not.
Okay, Espio, are you ready?
Said Sonic only to Espio. Espio shook his head yes.
Hey, Rouge, how are you doing today? How was class? Do you have lots of homework? What are you eating for lunch, fatty?
Sonic said to Rouge to distract her from Espio. Looks like Sonic did it perfectly because while he was asking these things, Espio put the abortion pill in Rouge's salad. Rouge ate salads because she is thin. Rouge answered the questions, but no one was paying attention because they were now glad it was done.
Oh, what's this?
Said Rouge, suddenly looking like a shocked woman.
What's is wrong?
Asked Espio. He was worrying that Rouge found the abortion pill in her salad and was looking at it.
I think I'm having my baby. Here it comes.
Rouge said this before she could even eat the abortion pill, so everyone knew the baby was coming for real.
I told you it was the fourth.
Oh no! Fudge.
I told you it was the fourth fucking trimester.
In 48 hours!
Damn it, Javier, go get the whiskey.
Whiskey ain't gonna help this one.
Now,
for you,
which
for
of
me.
you is having my baby, and which of you is betraying me? Oh no, said all of them together but Rouge. Rouge laid down on the ground, and they put a curtain around her so no one could really see what was going on because it was going to be gross. They could see a baby start to come out of her butt, and it was crying a lot. Everyone wanted the baby to shut up already because they were just trying to have lunch, but now there is a baby coming out in the lunchroom at high school. Mrs. Lesson, who was also a very creative name, who was also the school nurse, said, "Out of my way, kids! I have to help this baby get out of Rouge! Babies are too weak to do this by themselves!" Mrs. Lesson went behind the curtain and helped pull the baby out of Rouge's butt, and it was still crying. Could you believe it? Rouge was exhausted from her baby, but Mrs. Lesson was not. Mrs. Lesson held the baby in her hands while it was still crying and held it out to everyone. "Look at it!" said Mrs. Lesson. Rouge's baby was red and had long hair and big white fists.
Oh no, the plot thickens. The first of many twists in this
I don't even know who fucked me
mountain
anymore,
range of a
Dutch.
plot.
I don't even know who my baby daddy is, Dutch.
All right, my turn.
This
Bunch
is...
of babies.
I can't get over fucking... Babies are too weak to do it themselves.
They really are. He's not lying. This one's longer than the rest. This one can't.
That's how you know it's getting good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna make the horrible decision of trying to eat a sandwich while this is happening. So
Yeah.
if I die, you know why.
Yep. Don't worry. I'll make sure that your next of kin, Justin Trudeau, knows what happened to your Canadian body.
Will you make me a sandwich?
No. Rouge's baby continued to do crying louder than a monster truck. Sonic looked at the baby really close. Hey, Espio, said Sonic.
That's pretty fucking loud.
Aren't babies supposed to look like you? Rouge's baby doesn't look like you, but it looks like someone else I know. Sonic rubbed his chin and thought about who it was that it looked like.
For those of you in the viewership who don't know how loud a fucking monster truck is, you go to a monster truck rally, earplugs are pretty much mandatory because you
Very
will fuck
much
up your
so.
ears for life if you
For
stay there
life.
for very long.
I've been.
That's how loud they are.
I was so sensitive to sound when I was a kid, and I got taken to a monster truck rally, and I was like fucking crying the entire time. But I was like, "Yeah, monster trucks!"
This child is clearly a high-level mutant power in the making. I can't wait to see it show up in Sonic High School Super.
I was like, "Oh shit, Vector! I need a good voice for him. I got the perfect voice for this douchebag." Yes, Theo. Rouge's baby looks like Knuckles, said Vector. Cool. I'm gonna go tell him. Vector ran
Banana dong, no.
Yeah, banana dong. Vector ran like a crocodile like a crocodile would to find Knuckles to tell him that what he said. Rouge was still on the ground looking all tired and sore, and Miss Lesson was rubbing her butt because it was hurting from the baby that came out when she gave birth to her baby. This dang baby was still crying. Espio was looking worried about it. You guys are right. Why does that baby look like me? Espio went over to Miss Lesson, who was holding the baby still, and looked at it closer and could still not see himself in the baby. This does not make sense, said Espio to the baby. Just then Vector came out of the door, and there was Knuckles too, huffing and puffing. Maybe and even like he did the Cupid shuffle. And looking surprised, Knuckles went right to Rouge and looked at the baby. Wagoo, he said, making that sound when he saw the baby, Rouge's baby, that looked like him. The baby was still crying. What is wrong with you? Yelled Knuckles at Rouge. Why did you go and have a baby? Now I gotta be your dad. He kept yelling at her with the maddest feelings. Knuckles thought about his horoscope that he read this morning that said, your biggest fear will come true, so you better watch out. Now he knew what that meant. It was about Rouge's baby, and Knuckles did not want the responsibility. It is harder than having a dog.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Rouge was tired, and Rouge's baby was crying, but Rouge was crying and scared of Knuckles' volcano rage. I'm sorry. It was supposed to be Espio's baby. I'm sorry. It was because he would not treat me like this. What Rouge said sent Knuckle into the next level of his anger. He turned even redder and looked at Espio. You tried to have a baby with her? Rouge is mine! You are not allowed! Knuckles charged at Espio, but Vector held him back. Sonic thought, Vector? Why would you bring him here if you just know it was going to cause trouble? Espio said, what? I did not know! You were not boyfriend and girlfriend! Espio seemed scared, but still kind of calm. We are, but it was in secret! Now you have to pay! Knuckles kept trying to get at Espio, but Vector was holding him back. And thank goodness Vector was there because he was captain of the football team and could restrain him like a crocodile seatbelt that could also talk to you. Knuckles could not get to him, so he said, tomorrow we will fight. Tomorrow we will fight.
Is he a crocodile?
He's a yeah, Vector's a crocodile. Did I not send the picture to you?
Shit, man.
Yeah, look up a picture of Vector the crocodile. You'll see him.
Vector, like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there he is. He's got a bling necklace because he's a mercenary. A Sonic mercenary. Tomorrow we will fight. Meet me in the hallway at the end of school and prepare for me to beat on your ass, shit man. Knuckles stormed out of the lunchroom and went away. Rouge's baby stopped crying and said, now, come back. You don't have to fight Espio. But it was too late. but because Knuckle was so gone by then. Did the baby talk?
The baby just, yeah.
And Rouge patted her baby on the head and said, "You should go to sleep and get your rest, baby. You probably died." So Rouge's baby went to sleep and was finally quiet. Espio tried his best to look like a big tough guy and not panic, but he was secretly scared and went back to doing what he was doing before this baby thing happened. So did Sonic too. The rest of school and getting home from school happened. Sonic did not see Tails or Knuckles for any part of it. Tails was still mad at Sonic. Sonic took out his Sonic phone on his way home and called his girlfriend, Amy. "Hey, Amy, so did you decide if you wanted to have sex?" said Sonic. "You know," said Amy, "Sonic, I am just too stressed out and nervous by everything going on in high school. Things are crazy." "Damn," said Sonic, and hung up the phone and finished getting home. So Sonic thought he would never be true boyfriend and girlfriend with Amy at this rate. It was almost like she had a second boyfriend that Sonic did not know about, and that was why Sonic did not want sex from Sonic. Sonic had dinner, and then thought about his friends. Espio and Knuckles were both... Oh my god. Oh, what's happening? Ugh. I'm dying. Espio and Knuckles were both friends of his, but they were intending to fight. What could Sonic do? Sonic figured that they were still both his friends, but he was going to go visit Espio, because he was not the one who said to fight, and because Knuckles had spikes on his hands, and that would make it hard to beat him in a fight. Sonic went to Espio's house. "Ding dong," said Espio's doorbell, and Sonic waited at the door. Espio showed up at the door and opened it. "Hey, Sonic, thanks for coming," said Espio to Sonic. "You gotta help me prepare for this fight. I can start by learning how to get rid of puncture wounds. I was trying not to look nervous to Knuckles, but actually I was. Also, did you hear about Charmy Bee?" "No, I did not hear," said Sonic back to Espio. "Knuckles kidnapped that little gay and is threatening to hurt him if I don't show up to fight him tomorrow. So I have to, especially now, because the gods will crush my soul, even if Charmy Bee is an annoying idiot loser," said Espio, then back to Sonic. "Oh no, that's really bad," said Sonic. Sonic knew this now had to happen too, because his morals were probably the best ever. He did not know Sonic would stoop to such a mean thing. Sonic and Espio then walked into Espio's house and up the stairs to Espio's bedroom. "Our other friend is here too," said Espio, as he was opening the door to his bedroom. Espio finished opening the door, and there was Tails, who was standing in Espio's room. The moment Tails saw Sonic, his face into a salad of anger, the devil, and lava.
The devil.
All right.
You're
Rory,
cool.
I'm thinking of calling it here. We'll continue another time.
Sure. Leave it here on the cliffhanger of two different fights.
You know, prior to this, I considered myself a man who understood the world around him, but I gotta say, I have achieved higher knowledge from this. So, thank you for awakening my third eye, Chungo.
One might even say enlightenment. You know, there were periods during this where I just inhaled and I was like, "Holy shit! How long have I been not breathing?"
This author does not like commas, and I must say it's a very bold statement he's making.
It's just like listening, and then I'm just like sitting here, and then I'm like, "Oh God, how long has it been since I last took a breath? How long has it been since I've inhaled?"
This is
Don't say it.
This is an adventure.
Yeah, it is. Fucking, I am so happy that we're doing this. Rory, do you have any final thoughts about this? You are a literary graduate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing rest of it. It looks like a fucking shit show of the best caliber.
The best caliber. The biggest
best
caliber,
kind.
too.
Yeah. Thickest, even.
Yep.
I could even say the caliber has girth.
Looking at these chapters, like Killer on the Loose. Secret prostitute.
No. No.
Yep, that is the appropriate response to that. Impock, do you have
I'm,
any final thoughts?
My mind is still 2 chapters ago. In the path to glory begins at the base of your friend's penis.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been changed by this experience.
Good. For the better or worse?
You know, I think only time will tell when this story is finished. I gotta say, the writing is bold. It flies in the face of rules,
Bold and brash.
grammatical rules, rules of really many rules, including rules of nature itself.
Yep.
Seeing as Rouge went from high school honey to trailer park trash in about 24 hours.
Yep.
I think that medical papers will be written about Sonic High.
That's a bold commentary about the bold commentary on the teenager human condition, where all it takes to go from teenage high school honey to trailer park trash is one mistake involving teenage pregnancy. Really, it's a good message for celibacy.
I dare say that I am now sold on celibacy, and I never want to be involved in a balls hurricane ever again.
Never again. You did the one time. Never again. Never again will you know the sensation of rubbing your balls on a woman's balls.
I dare say. I'm a changed man, Chungo.
All right. I say we'll call it there. I'm sure people will be very disappointed in this because I'm not using the voice. But I think it was very fun, and I had fun doing it, and I hope the people that listened to it had fun too.